Listen carefully. Right now, you're standing at a crossroads, swamped by endless noise, tired of seeing the same tired pitches, the same lukewarm opportunities that go nowhere fast. You're exhausted, probably furious, because the market feels broken. The old players keep winning, and real breakthroughs get smothered by inertia and complacency. You feel the sharp sting every day, potential wasted, capital misallocated, ideas crushed beneath the weight of tradition disguised as stability. You know it, you sense it. Markets are shifting, tectonic plates trembling under your feet. But the question that burns hotter than any fear is this: where the hell is the real game changing disruption right now? Where is the chaos that's ready to be tamed by someone like you? Here's the brutal truth nobody wants to say out loud: the biggest disruptions today are not just some shiny tech fads or buzzword machines. Forget those easy plays everyone's chasing. The real gold lies in strategic arcs of transformation that slice through complacency and rewrite entire industries. If you're serious, here's what you do. Right now, no excuses, no distractions. First, zero in on energy transition like a hawk. But don't chase the solar panel baseline everyone's plastered on. Look deeper. Think scalability and true integration. Radical battery tech platforms that smash current limits, not incremental tweaks. Off-grid microgrids that rethink energy sovereignty. Green hydrogen infrastructure that's bleeding edge but poised to explode. This market disruption is screaming for strategic investors who understand energy is the new battlefield of power and influence. The old petroleum empires are crumbling, markets are volatile, and the biggest wins are for those who move before the herd catches on, mobilizing capital with ruthless precision to projects that can scale from pilot to megawatt en masse. Don't just invest in companies that promise change. Invest in ventures that guarantee structural upheaval. Next, get vicious about health tech beyond apps and wearables. Everyone's jumping on health data like it's the future, but few are investing in ruthless AI-driven diagnostics that actually replace the guesswork and delays of human error. The kind that crushes mortality stats with data no doctor can process on their own. Gene editing platforms ready for clinical revolution, synthetic biology hacking diseases at the source, and precision medicine that makes one-size-fits-all look like a joke. These are bleeding-edge disruption points hungry for strategic injections of capital from investors with vision and guts. It's not about backing convenience, it's about betting on rewriting the very code of life. Now grab these next market disruptions by the throat. Circular economy and waste upcycling at scale. Everyone loves talking about sustainability, but few back the bold ideas actually ready to rewrite supply chains, transforming waste from liability to a source of endless value. Imagine startups that don't just recycle plastic. They redesign materials to be endlessly reusable and radically biodegradable. Scale is never the issue. The issue is investors who understand that circularity isn't charity. It's cold, hard profit that eclipses the linear monopoly strangling traditional industries. Strategic investors here will become architects of the new industrial order. This is a market meltdown in waiting, and capital must flow with brutal intent. Another disruption line that's neck-snapping exciting? Deep tech in quantum computing and next-gen semiconductors. But not in the hype way. Focus on companies driving radical real-world uses. Cryptographic security that can't be broken, or computational chemistry speeding drug discovery years ahead. These fields look like science fiction now, but strategic investments today are political powerhouses and economic game changers tomorrow. There's a deep frustration here. Breakthroughs exist, but capital hovers nervously on sidelines. Shake off that fear. Be the investor who owns the front lines of the future. And here's the secret: the absolute killer advice no one shouts loudly enough. Stop chasing overnight unicorns and start hunting seed networks and ecosystems of innovation. Small interconnected ventures that complement and amplify each other far beyond their standalone value. Real disruption is messy, multidimensional, and happens in webs of synergy, not in isolated shiny apps or hardware gadgets. Build your portfolio like a spider weaves a web, strategic, deliberate, linking few but powerful nodes. These links will become your fortress, your lever, your blueprint for domination across sectors. Invest with intent to create autonomous synergy, not just individual pilots. Above all, get obsessed with dynamic meritocracy and brutal value creation over vanity metrics. The capital you commit should follow relentless ability, not identity or legacy. It's the only thing that wipes out noise and gets down to what matters: results, breakthroughs, transformations. Urge founders and partners to shed every handbrake of traditional thinking, kill gatekeepers of old, fight inertia with everyday innovation. That's where the market disruption thrives, in the wild, raw, authentic hunger to build new realities. Resist the system's lie that you must play small or safe. This is the battlefield where the liberated, self directed individual claims absolute freedom. Not permissions, but power. Not comfort, but fierce challenge. This is your call to arms. Channel frustration into strategy. Lose the illusions that keep capital locked in routine. And invest where the future screams to be built. At the seams of the old world. If this hits like a firestorm, it means you're ready. Ready to connect, to disrupt, to ignite becoming. The market disruptions seeking strategic investors now aren't just possibilities. They are demands, urgencies, the echo of future history calling for warriors of capital with vision, guts, and relentless action. No downtime, no hesitations, no distractions. Start hunting these arenas with laser precision. Build your network like a fortress. Invest like you own the future, because you do. The old world is collapsing under the weight of its illusions. The new one is yours to forge, but only if you step up, break molds, and claim it with heart and fire. This isn't just venture capital. This is the rebellion of the rare. The few who remake the future, piece by piece, with capital as their weapon and vision as their guide. Act now, or watch the future be stolen by those who dare more.